Thank you, Atulji,
Yes.
the chair of the session and other valued panelists, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you all. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me to speak as a panel today session on NICE Global Conclave on foreign aid and foreign direct investment in Nepal. And I'm also eager to listen to the views of other distinguished panelists on their understanding and perspective. Now, allow me to put my thought and let me see how much I can cover on retrospect and prospect on foreign aid and FDI in Nepal and its contribution in nation building. Well, we all know the crucial role played by foreign aid and foreign direct investment in managing the resources that is required for meeting the development expenses. That's for socio-economic development and infrastructure development as well. Well, Nepal has been receiving foreign aid mainly in form of grant, loan, technical assistance, and humanitarian aid since the year 1950 through foreign governments, multilaterals, and NGOs, and collectively referred as external development partners. Well, currently the multilateral agencies such as World Bank, Asian Development Bank, AIIB are as active partner in development and playing crucial role in leveraging our financing needs. Similarly, the bilateral support that we have been able to garner from development partners like USAID, JICA, NORAD, etc., has been availed to Nepal in various sectors, not limiting to just financial support only, but also technical and knowledge transfer. Well, private sector financing, foreign equity, and loan has been channelized in important infrastructure, aviations, and industrial establishments, amongst others. And some visible projects that we have recently seen, which are gearing towards the phase of implementation, like Upper Trishuli 1, a 216 megawatt, where we have seen a lot of multinational financing institutions are the lenders, like, for example, IFC, Korea Exim, KDB, Arabi Fund, and FMO. So in earlier years, the foreign grants and technical assistance were predominant, where foreign aid in the form of long-term concessional financing dominated in the later part of the development of infrastructure projects that was to be implemented or that was implemented from the public purse. As country graduated from the underdeveloped country to a developing country, during that phase is where we could see the role of foreign aid in form of long-term concessional financing. And now in near future, the concessional loan will be the significant part of an foreign aid, as Nepal would be graduating to middle income country. The need assessment, costing, and financing gap has already stipulated the dire need of additional financial resource that has to be garnered for achieving the targets of sustainable development. Well, with the vision of prosperous Nepal and happy Nepali, the government of Nepal has aimed to graduate to middle income country and achieve sustainable development goals by the year 2030. And to attain these targets, while I was also at National Planning Commission as a member taking care of portfolio of infrastructure development, we were involved in stipulating the cost. So talking about the cost of the plan period, that is 15th National Periodic Plan, and also the financing gap that was stipulated for managing resource that would be required to achieve targets of sustainable development, well, it was worked out that around 55.6% of the total investments out of the total cost of planned period of 92 trillion was expected or is expected from the private sector. So I would say when we talk of private investment, it's including FDI. So given the overarching financing needs for infrastructure development in transport network connectivity, energy, industrial infrastructure, and tourism sector for accelerating economic growth, there is large investment opportunities for investors. In this context, in order to balance the fiscal obligations in meeting the capital expenditure, the private sector investment, including FDI, needs to play a vital role in complementing and leveraging the resource requirement for the infrastructure and industrial development of Nepal, respectively. So, realizing the importance of private sector investment, including foreign direct investment, the Government of Nepal has established Investment Board Nepal back in 2011, which has a mandate of, as of now, to take care of projects, energy projects above 200 megawatt, and other projects with the investment of 6 billion, that is equivalent to around 57 million US dollar. And recently, the mandate has been strengthened through enactment of Public-Private Partnership Investment Act 2019 and regulation that was promulgated in 2020. And further to this, government has reviewed various laws and made amendments to Foreign Investment and Technology Transfer Act, Special Economic Zones Act, and Industrial Enterprise Act, amongst others. Recent government policy announcement through fiscal budget to create a legal arrangement for viability gap funding of up to 30% of the project cost, commercial blending financing, and to operationalize commercial hedging mechanism shall be important milestone in mobilizing foreign direct investment in Nepal in coming days. And IBN is established to function as a private face of the government and is chaired by Right Honorable Prime Minister himself to expedite infrastructure development in Nepal. And as per PPPIA, that is the act through which the IBN is governed, is mandated to provide investment approval and not just limit to the investment approval, but take care of the project or the business at entry phase, that is until the projects come to a commercial operation, and then also take care of the investors during the operation phase until the transfer of those respective project takes place. So the total project life cycle and PPP project life cycles fundamentals, understanding the fundamentals of the life cycle is very important in terms of, when we have to facilitate our investors. And as a designated central fast track agency to facilitate economic development by creating an environmental friendly environment, mobilizing and managing large scale domestic and foreign investment, the Investment Board Nepal has been working tirelessly to attract FDI in Nepal. During the last 10 years, IBN approved a total of 31 projects worth estimated cost of around 10 billion US dollar, and more than half of which is foreign investment. And last week itself, the 47th board approved 2 more projects worth estimated cost of 0.8 billion US dollar. So that's an investment approval, but gradually, the projects, in order to be realized, there are a lot of milestones the project has to achieve. And so the office of the investment board and its roles comes into the picture. And so the office of the investment board tirelessly facilitates the respective investors. And OIBN is currently, facilitating the development of 2 mega hydroelectric projects. That is Arun 3 hydroelectric project, a 900 megawatt scheme, which has already achieved the overall progress of 45%. And the Upper Karnali hydroelectric project and 2 cement projects, namely Hongsi Shivam Cement, which is based in Nawalpur, and Wasin Cement, which is just 36 kilometer away from the economic capital, and all of which is foreign investment component. So apart from these projects, some other projects are in different stages of project development cycle and also its life cycle, and where OIBN is mobilizing foreign investment for its development. In line with this approach and government vision, OIBN has developed its first ever strategic plan with a business plan, so as it eases the Office of the Investment Board to execute the detailed action plan framework. And basically the four strategic pillar has been taken care of. So namely, project development and management, which has to be given utmost importance, and subsequently investment promotion and institutional development and coordination, collaboration and partnership. So these are four pillars where in days ahead, with a blueprint, we have to move ahead and see that we achieve and we graduate, we transform ourselves to be a real fast track agency. So institutional development and coordination and collaboration and partnership is to be also given equal importance. Talking about the first pillar, the project development and management is associated with development of credible, market ready and bankable projects. So, and subsequently, we have to strengthen a robust procurement system and effective and facilitation and monitoring as well. The second pillar is investment promotion, which is concerned with undertaking promotion initiatives and providing high quality services in phases of investment cycle. So a 3R approach, that is reach, retain and regain approach, has been adopted for effective investment promotion. The third pillar, in order to streamline or to strengthen the service delivery or to manage the service production line effectively, the institution development has a greater significance in terms of service delivery. So institutional sustainability and enhancement of human resource competency to further develop the IBN as a center of excellence. So for instance, we are focusing on developing an effective implementation of digital systems as well. The web-based one-stop service is already developed at a preliminary scale, and we are doing its piloting and testing. So is the project bank management information system, a knowledge management portal, because when we deal with the investors in a project with a life cycle of, let's say, 35 years, we got to have an archive of all this chronology of events and decisions, because at a click, if the decision makers are availed with those information, it ensures quality decision making, and it also eases the decision maker to take decision promptly. So delivering speedy services to its foreign investors throughout the project and investment cycle using service automation, showcasing bankable projects in pipeline, strengthening institution memory, and generating investment leads are important set of regular business for us. So, and this is how I guess I have tried to say in terms of, because I had to say this because OIBN is an apex executing body to take care of the investment above 200 megawatt of energy projects and 6 billion Nepalese rupees, 6 billion projects above 6 billion and above.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are like key dimensions which will support in realizing IBN's set goals of the strategic plan that we have charted out for another 5 years, and for which we will be having soon a validation workshop with our relevant stakeholder agencies. And I hope I have covered much of my part in foreign aid, and I look forward to other distinguished panelists on the same. And also, I have spoken much more on foreign direct investment in Nepal and what initiative IBN has been undertaking as a fast track agency for promoting private investment including foreign direct investment and managing public-private partnership projects in Nepal. And now, not taking much time, I would like to congratulate the NICE for hosting this global conclave. And I hope the outcome of this conclave will give impetus in advocating relevant policies and instruments for promoting private investment, including foreign direct investment in Nepal. And we will convert Nepal as a preferred destination of choice for investments. Thank you. And I would look forward to if any queries I have from the floor or from the moderator. Thank you, moderator.